The first thing that we include in the salary income is either salary or basic salary. First thing we take under the heading salary is salary or basic salary. This is the basic salary. Basic salary is the base on which we do some calculations. I'll explain. Let us say my basic salary is rupees 10,000. Let us say my basic salary is rupees. Based on that, they will provide me something called as dearness allowance. Additional amount paid over and above the basic salary to meet the increasing expenditure or to meet the increase in cost of living because of inflation. We have discussed this already. What is dearness allowance? Let us say dearness allowance is 300% of basic salary. So here I will put the amount 300% of basic salary will come to how much? 10,000 multiplied by 300% will be 30,000. See, employer cannot make much change in the basic salary. They can reduce the DA, they can reduce the HRA and all that stuff. But normally they don't make changes in the basic as per the terms of employment. And whenever there is an increment, whenever there is an increase in the salary, सबसे पहले आपका basic salary बढ़ेगा. Basic salary 10 का 12,000 हो जाएगा. तो यहाँ पे उसका 300%, यहाँ पर भी 36,000 हो जाएगा. That is how the overall salary increase. If my overall salary is, let us say 90,000, my basic will be somewhere around 16 to 20, not more than that. तो इसमें अलग-अलग allowances add करके मेरा salary बढ़ता है. Other than that, we have something called as commission or bonus paid by the employer. Commission or fees paid by the employer. Then we have something called as bonus. बच्चा लोग bonus will be taken only when it is paid by the employer. Bonus declared is not taxable. क्वेश्चन में दिया है bonus declared. हम लोग यहाँ पे कैलकुलेशन में उसको नहीं लेंगे. Because it is not taxable. It is taxable only when it is received. Let us say the employer announced the bonus in 2018-19. Bonus was announced or declared in 18-19, but it was paid in 2021-22. टैक्सेबल कब होगा? तो जब अनाउंस किया तब टैक्स लगाया था उसमें? नहीं सर, बोनस डिक्लेयर्ड इज नॉट टैक्सेबल. मिला कब पैसा? 2021-22. It will be fully taxable. So bonus declared not taxable. Bonus received taxable. Bonus received in the sense received by the employee. Same way, bonus paid by the employer taxable. सिर्फ बोनस दिया तो it will be always presumed that it is paid out. क्वेश्चन में अगर बोनस डिक्लेयर दिया तो सर नॉट टैक्सेबल है. बोनस रिसीव्ड या बोनस पेड का तो टैक्सेबल है. लेकिन सिर्फ बोनस दिया, ना डिक्लेयर्ड बोला, ना रिसीव्ड बोला, ना पेड बोला, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Once we say bonus 20,000, it is fully taxable. It is presumed that it is paid off. If nothing is given, हम लोग ये मान के चलते कि भाई बोनस दिया है मतलब बोनस का पेमेंट हो गया जाएगा. ठीक है. So basic salary, DA, bonus, commission or fees as a percentage of sales paid to the salesman. That can be called as an incentive, nothing else. Commission is also incentive. Bonus is also an incentive. Commission might be paid on monthly basis. Bonus might be paid on yearly basis based on your performance appraisal. You got to get the difference between the two. Clear? What else we have? And under second heading, the fourth heading we have is allowances. Under allowances, we might have something called as house rent allowance. ये जो है ना बच्चा लोग, ये amount received है. This is your amount received. Less exempted amount. No need to write this section. Less exempt amount. Exemption कितना है इसका अपने पास वीडियो है जिसमें दो एग्जांपल्स भी है. You need to watch the video for that. Other than that, we can have other allowances. Child education allowance, 100 rupees per month per child, maximum 2 childs. Child hostel allowance, 300 rupees per month per child, maximum 2 child. Transport allowance, fully taxable, only for blind, deaf and dumb, and orthopedically handicapped. It is exempt up to rupees 3,200 per month. I have discussed in the lecture. Those lectures are there on the YouTube. Watch it again, those who have missed out. We had a full session on allowance on one day. Entertainment allowance, fully taxable. Any other allowance, overtime allowance, tiffin allowance, warden allowance, lunch allowance, dinner allowance, breakfast allowance, food allowance, conveyance allowance, whatever allowance are there, all are taxable. And there are 6 allowances जहाँ पे amount spent was subtracted from the allowance received. There are 6 allowances where amount spent was subtracted from the amount received. Traveling allowance, conveyance allowance, daily allowance, uniform allowance. और दो कौन सा था? Research allowance. There was one more. Research, daily, uniform, helper, and these 2, traveling and conveyance. 6 allowances ऐसा है जहां पर it will be taxable if the amount received is not fully utilized. Recall that session. If you are not recalling, please watch the videos. There are more doubts. Students might have said, do I need to follow this sequence? Nothing at all. Honestly, while solving the problem, I'll tell you, this is a standard format. But then, if you jumble up the sequence, it's perfectly fine. If I write basic salary, then I go for DNS allowance, then I forgot to write bonus. I write bonus at the end, perfectly fine. Sequence ऊपर नीचे हुआ तो चलेगा, कोई problem नहीं है. At this level, at CA inter level, at CA final level, at whatever level, it's perfectly okay. Clear? All clear? Then we have something called as taxable perquisites. Did we discuss perquisites here? Not really. Not really in great detail. Honestly, we didn't discuss in great detail because it is beyond our syllabus. As per our university, it is not. There are a good number of things that are not there in our syllabus under perquisites. Otherwise, perquisites is a topic where I can talk for 6 hours. तो भी खत्म नहीं होगा. इतना vast topic है. Vast topic. Super vast. Perquisites are nothing but the non-monetary benefit received from the employer by the employee. और उसमें अमाउंट रेडीमेड दिया रहेगा. टैक्सेबल कितना है? 2 पॉइंट ध्यान में रखना. इंटरेस्ट फ्री लोन अप टू ₹20,000 नॉट टैक्सेबल. सर मैंने अपने एम्प्लॉयर से 20,000 रुपीज या उससे कम अमाउंट का लोन लिया. It is not a perquisite. It is not a taxable perquisite. The moment I take a loan of more than 20,000 from my employer at concessional rate or at interest-free rate, then it becomes taxable. Point to be noted. Milord, point to be noted. Loan is not taxable. Interest on loan is taxable. आज मैं मेरे एम्प्लॉयर से 2 लाख का लोन लेता हूं. इंटरेस्ट फ्री लोन है बच्चा. कौन सा लोन है? इंटरेस्ट फ्री. मार्केट से वो लोन लेगा तो कम से कम 10% इंटरेस्ट लग. मान लो मार्केट में अगर एसबीआई से वो लोन लेगा तो एसबीआई वाला मिनिमम 10% इंटरेस्ट लेगा पर्सनल लोन का। सो 2 लाख का 10% कितना इंटरेस्ट जाएगा मेरा 20,000। बाय नॉट बोरोइंग फ्रॉम द ओपन मार्केट एंड बाय बोरोइंग फ्रॉम माय एम्प्लॉयर आई सेव्ड रुपीज 20,000 इंटरेस्ट। I got a benefit. That benefit is taxable 20,000 rupees. Loan is not taxable. Loan income ही नहीं है boss. Loan is not taxable. Loan is repayable. But because I am getting an interest-free loan, interest on that loan which I saved will be fully taxable. दूसरा point परक्विजिट में ध्यान में रखो, any kind of gift up to rupees 5,000 is not taxable. Gift up to rupees not taxable. 5,000 से ज्यादा गिफ्ट मिलेगा तो फुल्ली टैक्सेबल. So my employer gifted me a new mobile worth rupees 4,999. Not taxable. My employer gifted me a new bicycle worth rupees 3,999. Not taxable. Sir, gift 5,000 से कम है तो taxable. My employer gifted me a gold chain on completing the silver jubilee in the office worth rupees 28,200 rupees. Fully taxable. क्या हो जाएगा बच्चा? फुल्ली टैक्सेबल होगा. क्यों? क्योंकि 5,000 से ज्यादा है तो पूरा टैक्सेबल होगा. डोंट थिंक 28,200 का गोल्ड चेन है उसमें से 5,000 माइनस करने का. नहीं, 5,000 से कम मिलेगा तो नथिंग इज टैक्सेबल. 5,000 के ऊपर मिलेगा तो फुल्ली टैक्सेबल. क्या? गिफ्ट फ्रॉम एम्प्लॉयर. क्लियर? So we take allowances, we take the basic salary, bonus, commission. Then we also add something called as pension, gratuity, any kind of retrenchment compensation. What is retrenchment compensation? Compensation paid for retrenchment from the employment. Retrenchment itself means forcefully removing the employee from the job, from the employment. All this will be taxable under this heading. I'm not discussing particularly because it is not there in our syllabus. Check this one. Gratuity, uncommitted pension, committed pension, leave encashment of salary, voluntary retirement compensation, retrenchment compensation. After adding all these amounts in the outer column, not the inner column, we get something called as the gross salary. We get something called as the gross salary will include basic salary, DA, any other allowances, bonus received, commission, fees, pension, gratuity, perquisites, all kind of allowances. We add all them and we get the gross is my total salary, which includes cash as well as monetary as well as non-monetary benefit from the employer. यहाँ तक कोई doubt है? Any questions still here? Any questions still here? Are you clear? All of you? Have a look at this format. This is the format we are going to follow. Last bench visible? Last bench visible है? कौन बोलेगा यार? भगवान थोड़ी है मैं. This is the basic format. Basic salary, DA, bonus, allowance, house rent allowance, tiffin allowance, child education allowance, child hostel allowance, uncommitted pension, committed pension, gratuity, profits in lieu of salary में आपका retrenchment compensation आएगा, VRS compensation आ सकता है, and perquisites. Adding all this will give you something in the yellow highlight called as gross salary. Any doubts still here? Any doubts still here? Now comes the last part. After computing the gross salary, I need to find out the taxable salary. Now we are Indians, we like discounts everywhere. So here also we like to have some kind of discounts or concessions while payment of taxes. What we do? Income tax has provisions of deductions. What are deductions? As good as discounts. Deductions are nothing but reduction or decrease in the overall salary or the overall income by giving certain discounts and concessions. Income from salary में there are 3 deductions. Income from salary में बच्चा लोग there are 3 deductions. The first deduction is called as the standard deduction under section 16(1)(a). Something called as standard deduction. How much is the standard deduction, bacha? So standard deduction is actual salary, that is gross salary or rupees 50,000. दोनों में से whichever is less. Deduction will be always whichever is less, not more. Government क्यों अपना नुकसान करा के लेगा whichever is more देके? It is always whichever is less in the outer column. डिडक्शन में पहला अमाउंट है आपका स्टैंडर्ड डिडक्शन अंडर सेक्शन 16(1)(a). अमाउंट इज एक्चुअल सैलरी रिसीव्ड और रुपीज 50,000 विच एवर इज लेस. So if my gross salary is 90,000, डिडक्शन आएगा 90 और 50. यहाँ पर आ जाएगा आपका 50,000. If my gross salary is 30,000, deduction will be actual salary 30 or 50, whichever is less. 30,000. Got my point? Any queries? This is called as standard deduction under section 16(1)(a). Section नहीं आता है, मत लिखो. Don't challenge the assessment valuer by writing the wrong sections. Moment you write wrong sections, marks katega. Ultimately, you are learning something called as a law. You can't quote a wrong section. The second point under deduction is entertainment allowance. Entertainment allowance. First of all, remember one thing. अगर आपने फॉर्मेट देखा होगा तो हम एंटरटेनमेंट अलाउंस को पहले टैक्सेबल करते हैं, सैलरी में ऐड करते हैं. पहला ऊपर वाले पार्ट में ग्रॉस सैलरी के ऊपर हम लोग अलाउंसेस की हेडिंग में एंटरटेनमेंट अलाउंस इज फुल्ली टैक्सेबल इन केस ऑफ ऑल एम्प्लॉइज, गवर्नमेंट, नॉन गवर्नमेंट, प्राइवेट, व्हाटएवर इट मे बी. डिडक्शन जो है ना सिर्फ गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉयज को. डिडक्शन किसको है? डिडक्शन किसको है? सिर्फ गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉयज को डिडक्शन है. कितना डिडक्शन है? 3 अमाउंट्स है. तीनों में से विच एवर इज लेस. एक्चुअल अमाउंट रिसीव्ड एज अलाउंस ₹5,000, सेकेंड अमाउंट, एंड थर्ड 1/5 of the basic salary. तीनों में से whichever is less will be taken in the outer column. Clear? And third deduction is for profession tax. Profession tax में there is no need to worry. It shall be always deducted. अमाउंट रेडीमेड दिया रहेगा, वहां पे आपको अमाउंट भी ध्यान में रखने का जरूरत नहीं है. The maximum amount that can be deducted under profession tax is 2,500. That is the maximum amount. That's the maximum amount. क्लियर है? ठीक है यहां तक? एनी क्वेश्चंस? ओके, so three deductions are there. Standard deduction, entertainment allowance deducted only for, and third is profession tax. उसमें एंटरटेनमेंट अलाउंस वाले पॉइंट में थोड़ा ध्यान देना पड़ेगा, अमाउंट कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा, दैट टू ओनली व्हेन इट इज अ गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय. इट्स अ नॉन गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय, ये पॉइंट हम लिखेंगे ही नहीं डिडक्शन में. अगर नॉन गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय होगा तो ये पॉइंट हम लोग, उसका डिडक्शन मिलेगा ही नहीं ना. डिडक्शन इज अवेलेबल ओनली फॉर, ठीक है. तो आफ्टर ग्रॉस सैलरी में से ये तीन अमाउंट का टोटल आउटर कॉलम में लेंगे और सब्ट्रैक्ट करने के बाद दिस इज माय ग्रॉस सैलरी हियर, दिस इज माय डिडक्शंस का टोटल, दिस इज द टोटल ऑफ दिस थ्री अमाउंट्स. इन तीनों का टोटल मैंने यहाँ पे आउटर कॉलम में लिखा है here, and then this minus this will give me the last answer, that is net taxable, and here my computation of income from salary will be done. Clear hai? Any queries still here? All clear?